Hello, my name is Steph, and today we'll be looking over SYNC-125.3. The way SYNC-125.3 works is that it'll show some fake Japanese, and you have to decrypt the word and enter the numerical answer in base 4. Sounds like a little bit, but it's not that hard. So, as a diffuser, well, this is interactive, so we'll just be spinning information back and forth. But before we even start, we have to look at the manual. Okay. Up here, it says the module will display an English word using fake Japanese, and we all have to decrypt it. This is the word bank of every word that can appear, and the number we will have to input for it. There are some letters over here, but I'll get to that later. Now, this is the giant list that we'll be using. How to use this list is you grab, there's a main shape, so let's take for example this. This is the main shape. For each vowel, well, for a vowel that is added to it, it gives it a special appearance. For example, if we want to grab a K, and it's KO, it would have the circle underneath it. If we want the S, and it's an SI, it'll have a dash between the I's. Now this will go, you'll get 3 symbols in total, and it'll make a word. The word is not always it's not always spelled out correctly. So let's say we have the word, code. It will show up, sometimes it'll show up as this. Actually, it always shows up like this because C is never present. Alright, now let's actually start disarming the module.
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
So our first letter is going to be the Sierra from earlier, with the eyes pointing up. So we take a look back at this. I need to close this thing a little bit more. So it was a Sierra with the eyes pointed to the right. So our first 2 letters is SE. We take a look at the second letter, or letters, and it looks like this is what I call the hotel, since usually there's a bar here, or bars here. So we take another look back at the manual, and we see there's a hotel with the bar, so this is RI. We take one last look at this, and it looks like middle left and pigpen, and these sounds are aspirated. I forgot to mention this, but if a sound has these 2 quotation marks above them, that means you use the letter in parentheses. So let's go back to earlier when I said it's RI. So since it was in parentheses, it would actually be LI. So what we had was middle left and pigpen, and we used the aspirated thing. So we would use NG since there was a little quotation marks above it, and since it was basic, it would just be NG. So our word is selling. As you can see, it's not spelled correctly, but if you sound it out, it'll sound like selling. And a lot of times you'll have your expert just sounding it out, because sometimes it's just spelled so awfully. So now that we have our number, we have to submit it in base 4, and right now it's currently in base 10. The way you turn this number into base 4 is you subtract the amount of 4s you can from it. So we have 4, 8, 12. 4 can be subtracted from 14 3 times, so our 10th digit is a 3. Whatever is remaining, that will be our 1st digit. So our answer will be 32. and the numbers that we can enter is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So, if our answer is 32, we would hit 30 once, well, 3 once, and then 2. Now this has 4 stages, so this will take a little bit. 2 things I should mention. If you get the word bombs, for example, or wire, it says to submit 0. Now, if you just submit if you just press this and try to submit, it'll give you a strike, even if that word was bombs or wire. What you had to do is press it twice. Holy sh... Alright. Alright, that was random. Yeah, so it has to be a 2-digit base 4 number. Let's take a look at this, technically third one. Okay, so what we have is a curved echo with it's a circle below it, and it's aspirated. So the circle below it and it's aspirated means that it's BO. So we get rid of this. Also, as you can tell from my strike, it does reset on a strike. Okay, the next letter is going to be what looks like chi in the Greek alphabet. Nothing special about that, so it's an M. Now, sometimes you can just stop. You can just ask your expert to stop giving you information because you have your message already. Which in this case, just to confirm that I'm right, it should be bombs. So, what it should look like, if I guess correctly, it's going to be just the smiley face. Yep, it's a smiley face, but it's aspirated. But in this case, it doesn't matter since a Z sounds close to an S. And again, we got our number 0, so we just submit 0, 0. This is not a common thing that happens. That's just random chance. Okay, we have what looks like to be a Quebec. So it looks like a Quebec, and that happens to be this one. So that's WA. We take a look back at the module. It looks like a horizontal bar with a vertical bar going up. So that would be this one, which is an A. If this is a 0 again, I don't know what to do. And we go back to this once more, and as you can see, we have the 2 vertical lines, what I call the hotel, and I say that this one would be missing the middle bar. So we go back to this. If it's missing the middle bar, and there's no special thing about it, yeah, there's nothing special about it, it would be an R, and it's wire. So, again, we enter 0, 0. That. Yes. Right. And there's nothing special about, there's no fanfare before solving it. Let's take a look at one more. Okay, we have what I call to be the curved echo. And notice how it has a little tail, beneath it. So, looking at the manual, if it's a curved echo with a tail beneath it, and there's no aspiration, our letter is P-A. Alright, our next thing is the hotel without the bar. So, the hotel, which is this one, without the bar, is an R. And our last thing is going to be, I just know this one to be tango. Okay, so it's a tango, but it's not standard tango, so let's see what it is. Okay. It is a tango with an I, so our word is party. Again, that's just party spelled incorrectly. So our answer is 5. Now we can subtract 4 from 5 once, so our 10th digit is a 1. And then we have, and since we have 1 left over, we submit 11. Alright, we looks like what we achieved, but with the letter O beneath it. So that's MO. Okay, we have what is the hotel without the bar. Hotel without the bar, that would be an R. And if I'm correct, this spells out Morse. And we have the smiley face. The smiley face is an S, so our word is Morse. It's just missing the E. So, since Morse is 4, we can subtract 4 from 4 once. So our thing is 1, our 10th digit is 1, and since there is nothing left over, it's 10. So, okay. Our first letter is a curved echo with a line at the bottom. So looking here, it's going to be a papa under the A section. Okay, our next letter is the hotel without the bar, which is an R. And our last one is a T with an I. This happened to be the one we had the other time. Words don't change their appearance, by the way, I should mention that. So if you've done it enough, you can memorize some of the words. So this is a T with the I the I with it. So again, our word is party. Party, we could just grab our answer from before, which is 11, and we can submit that. Alright. I'm pretty sure we had this one before. Alright. So, let's take a look at it. Okay. It's a Quebec, so it's a whiskey. Whiskey with an alpha, I should say. Okay, we have a horizontal bar and a vertical bar. That is an I. So, as you can see, there's nothing that comes before it, and it's just I by itself. I'm pretty sure this is wire. And we have middle, left, and pig pen. Oh, this is something different. This is why you complete all the work. We have the letter N. So, our word is wane, as in like waning. Oh, rain, as in raining. So, we go over here, and if we can't find the word rain, or something that you think is the word rain, nope, it's not rain, you could just go through every word and see which one sounds like it. Data, date, hacking, having, horse, made, main. Okay, so it's main. So, main main gives us the number 11. 4 can go into this 2 times, which will, so 11 minus 8 equals 3. And since we have 3 left, we will enter 23.
Why?
Or not. I'll check what happened after this stage. So what we have is a Chi with an Oscar. So that is an MO. Okay. We have what looks to be like a tango with the sound aspirated. Like a standard tango. So if we have a standard tango with the sound aspirated, and it also shoots off to the left. Yeah. Since it shoots off to the left and the sound is aspirated, it's going to be CHU. Okay, and last but not least, we have what I call the hotel, and the sound is aspirated. So that's going to be an L. Motul, that sounds like the word module. And this is the case I was talking about. So now our thing is just letters. The letter Sierra is going to be the first hexadecimal digit in the serial number. So, we take a look at our serial number. The first one is a mic, which is 13. Wait. Oh, hexadecimal, no. Our first hexadecimal digit is a 4. Your hexadecimal digits, in case you don't know, is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot. Since mic and hotel are not hexadecimal, we skip them. And the first thing is a 4. So since module yields us 4, 4 minus 4 equals 0. Since we could subtract 4 once, that's a 1, and 0 is remaining, so it's a 0. So we enter 10.
He had defeated the machine.
Alright. Now let's take a look at what went wrong with what I did. Okay, so the issue I had was that the word was mine, and I thought the word was main. So sometimes, obviously, you can get it wrong. But other than that, that's all that I have to cover for SYNC-125. Yeah. So, if you like that, watch the other tutorial and get a job.